NEC Article 680.10 addresses underground wiring location near pools. It states that underground wiring must be located at least 18 inches from the inside wall of the pool unless the wiring is installed in a raceway approved for the location. The purpose of this requirement is to minimize the risk of electrical shock or electrocution if someone accidentally contacts the wiring, especially if there's a pool leak or other type of failure. Considering a receptacle position 3.5 feet horizontally from the pool wall, this distance actually surpasses the 18-inch minimum specified in NEC Article 680.10, regardless of whether the wiring is enclosed in a raceway or not. The authority having jurisdiction, or OJ, has approved the proposed installation, stipulating that the receptacle must be within 10 to 20 feet of the pool edge when it surfaces from the ground. This condition adds an extra layer of safety, further guarding against accidental contact with the wiring. To summarize, the proposed installation seems to adhere to both the NEC guidelines and local regulations. However, it's crucial to consult with a certified electrician to guarantee the implementation of all essential safety precautions. It is important to install electrical systems in accordance with the National Electrical Code, or NEC. Firstly, ground all electrical equipment. Grounding provides a low resistance path for fault currents to flow back to the source, which helps to trip the circuit breaker or fuse and de-energize the circuit in the event of a fault. Secondly, bond all metal parts near the pool. Bonding connects all metal parts such as the pool's reinforcing steel, metal fences, and metal light fixtures to create an equipotential plane. This helps to equalize the voltage in the area around the pool and reduce the risk of electric shock. Thirdly, use ground fault circuit interrupters or GFCIs. GFCIs are designed to detect ground faults, which occur when electricity leaks from a circuit to ground. When a GFCI detects a ground fault, it will quickly trip the circuit and cut off the power, protecting people from electric shock. Fourthly, maintain proper separation between electrical wiring and the pool. The NEC specifies minimum distances that electrical wiring must be kept away from the pool. This helps to prevent accidental contact with the wiring. Fifthly, use only approved equipment. All electrical equipment used near a pool should be approved for use in wet locations. This equipment is designed to withstand the elements and reduce the risk of electric shock. Sixthly, regularly inspect all electrical equipment. Regularly inspect all electrical equipment near the pool for signs of damage or wear. Replace any damaged equipment immediately. Seventhly, hire a qualified electrician. All electrical work near a pool should be performed by a qualified electrician who is familiar with the NEC requirements. The NEC is a complex document, and it is important to have a qualified electrician perform the work to ensure that it is done safely and correctly. Eighthly, understand equipotential bonding. Equipotential bonding is the practice of connecting all metal parts in and around a swimming pool to create an electrically safe environment. This means that all metal parts, including the pool's reinforcing steel, metal fences, metal light fixtures, and any other metal objects within reach of someone in the pool, are connected together with a continuous electrical conductor. The purpose of equipotential bonding is to equalize the voltage in the area around the pool. If a fault occurs in the electrical system, the voltage on all metal parts will rise to the same level. This prevents a dangerous voltage difference from developing between different metal parts, which could cause an electric shock if someone touches two different metal parts at the same time. Ninthly, know the requirements for underwater lighting. Underwater lighting is a popular feature for swimming pools, but it is important to install it safely. The NEC specifies strict requirements for underwater lighting to prevent electric shock hazards. Underwater lighting fixtures must be listed for use in swimming pools and must be installed in accordance with the manufacturer's instructions. The fixtures must be properly grounded and bonded, and they must be protected by a ground fault circuit interrupter, or GFCI. The wiring for underwater lighting must be run in a conduit and must be installed at least 18 inches below the water level. Tenthly, follow local codes and regulations. In addition to the NEC, many local jurisdictions have their own codes and regulations for swimming pool electrical safety. It is important to check with your local building department to ensure that you are following all applicable codes and regulations. The 18-inch requirement is measured horizontally from the inside wall of the pool. This means the measurement is taken from the pool's interior surface, not the outer edge of the pool structure. Wiring installed underground closer than 18 inches needs to be in a raceway approved for the location. A raceway is an enclosed channel designed to hold and protect electrical wires or cables. Common examples include rigid metal conduit, electrical metallic tubing or EMT, and rigid non-metallic conduit like PVC. The purpose of using a raceway is to provide physical protection to the wiring and to contain any potential electrical faults, minimizing the risk of shocks or fires. When wiring is installed in a raceway, it's assumed to offer a higher level of protection, thus allowing it to be closer to the pool structure. Not all raceways are suitable for direct burial or wet locations. The NEC specifies which types of raceways are approved for these applications. For instance, PVC conduit is often used for direct burial due to its resistance to corrosion. The OJ, or authority having jurisdiction, plays a critical role in interpreting and enforcing the NEC. The AHJ is typically a local building inspector or electrical inspector who is responsible for ensuring that electrical installations meet safety standards. The AHJ has the authority to approve or disapprove electrical installations based on their interpretation of the NEC and local codes. The AHJ may also have the power to grant variances or exceptions to the NEC in certain situations. In some cases, the AHJ may require additional safety measures beyond what is specified in the NEC. This is why it's important to communicate with the AHJ and obtain their approval before starting any electrical work near a pool. The condition that the receptacle be no more than 10 to 20 feet from the edge of the pool when it emerges from the ground suggests an additional safety consideration. This could be related to limiting the amount of exposed wiring or reducing the likelihood of someone using electrical devices too close to the pool. The NEC contains numerous articles that address different aspects of electrical safety. Article 680 specifically covers swimming pools, fountains, and similar installations. It provides detailed requirements for grounding, bonding, wiring methods, and equipment placement to minimize electrical hazards. Some key sections within Article 680 include 680.26, which deals with equipotential bonding, 680.22, which covers area lighting, receptacles, and equipment, and 680.25, which specifies the types of wiring methods permitted in different zones around a pool. An electrician can ensure that all applicable safety measures are followed by firstly reviewing the NEC Article 680. This article provides specific requirements for electrical installations in and around swimming pools. The electrician will carefully review this article to understand the requirements for grounding, bonding, wiring methods, and equipment placement. Secondly, assessing the site conditions. The electrician will assess the site conditions to identify any potential hazards. This includes checking for underground utilities, overhead power lines, and other potential sources of electrical shock. Thirdly, developing a detailed plan. The electrician will develop a detailed plan for the electrical installation, taking into account the NEC requirements and the site conditions. The plan will specify the location of all electrical equipment, the wiring methods to be used, and the grounding and bonding requirements. Fourthly, obtaining the necessary permits. The electrician will obtain the necessary permits from the local building department before starting any work. This ensures that the electrical installation meets all applicable codes and regulations. Fifthly, performing the electrical installation. The electrician will perform the electrical installation in accordance with the NEC requirements and the approved plan. This includes grounding all electrical equipment, bonding all metal parts, using GFCI protection, and maintaining proper separation between electrical wiring and the pool. Sixthly, testing the electrical installation. The electrician will test the electrical installation to ensure that it is safe and meets all applicable codes and regulations. This includes testing the grounding system, the bonding system, and the GFCI protection. Seventhly, providing documentation. The electrician will provide documentation of the electrical installation, including a copy of the approved plan, the permits, and the test results. This documentation can be used to verify that the electrical installation is safe and meets all applicable codes and regulations. Eighthly, staying up to date on the latest codes and regulations. The NEC is updated every 3 years, so it is important for electricians to stay up to date on the latest codes and regulations. This ensures that they are always performing electrical installations in accordance with the latest safety standards. Ninthly, using proper tools and equipment. Electricians should use proper tools and equipment for the job. This includes using insulated tools, wearing safety glasses, and using a voltage tester to verify that circuits are de-energized before working on them. Tenthly, following safety procedures. Electricians should always follow safety procedures when working with electricity. This includes de-energizing circuits before working on them, wearing appropriate personal protective equipment, and avoiding contact with water while working on electrical equipment. Grounding ensures a safe path for fault current. Bonding connects metal parts to equalize voltage. Ground fault circuit interrupters or GFCIs protect against electrical shock. Wiring needs to be properly separated from the pool area. Only approved equipment should be used. Regular inspections should be performed. A qualified electrician must perform the work. Understanding equipotential bonding is essential. The requirements for underwater lighting must be followed. And finally, all local codes and regulations must be adhered to.